Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the VOD. It's been quite a while since I've last streamed. But finally back to health. Finally able to fire up the stream. And yeah, got some patch notes, got some beta information. So, yeah, just wanted to do a quick little stream, little sign of life, and yeah, welcome in everybody. Welcome in Zero Fuchs, B Mighty 82. Good to see you. Derpalurp 5040, how's it going? Bart 2741, what's up? Anti-Dexterius, how's it going? Kuzo, what's up? Ethereum 528, what's up? Thank you. Thank you guys for the welcome backs. Craft, Germwork Eat, Jajun Jawan, Vexforge. Long time no see. I hope you and the team are well. Currently in the shower at the moment, catching this. Nice. Hope you have a good shower. Gone is the virus? Yeah, finally. And when we needed him most. What's up, Boo9 Bear? Viper999, good evening. Andy Vari, what's up? Need more enthusiasm from me. I'm pretty enthusiastic. I'm just getting started though. Nate's Kojo, what's up? Bottle Rocker. Hey, what's up, Encrypt? Thank you for the welcome back. Nina01, how's it going? The Rock at 9691, welcome in. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you guys. Yeah, it was quite a long illness, unfortunately, but finally back. Fed away. I'm alive, yes. What's up? Hey, how's it going, Justin Beard? Control D Chaos. What's going on? Hey, Itod, thank you for the Prime. Improve the health and recovery of your favorite streamer by using your Twitch Prime today. Thanks, Itod, I appreciate that. Thank you for the Prime, and yeah, welcome in. Beta news? Yeah, so I got some beta news. Got some patch notes as well. Hey, thanks, J-Pomp. Bingus Mortifier. Tsunumi-san. Puddlefoot. Coot. Higgs Bison. Caranthia. J-Pop. Hey, welcome in everybody. Zukin, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Higgs Bison, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that. Yeah, I am much healthier now. Unfortunately, I went on a little trip, caught a kind of respiratory bug, and then just as I was starting to feel a little bit better from that, I got a full-blown stomach virus, unfortunately. So that lasted, I'm not even kidding you, 7 days straight of a stomach virus. It was god-awful. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. So yeah, make sure you're washing your hands, cleaning surfaces, doing everything it takes to avoid illness. It was not pretty. I'll put it lightly. Mystery Realms, thank you for the tier 1. Welcome in. Glad you're enjoying the stream. It seems with trips always come disease. Yes. So we went to a baby shower And then we were seated at a table with children. Then we came back, and we went to Disney on Ice at the United Center. So we're in a huge stadium with massive amounts of children and babies everywhere. So yeah, it was not surprising. I wish I had taken better care of myself, like washed my hands or, before eating stadium food and stuff like that, right? So I think that might have been what got me, to be honest with you. But I'm not 100% sure. Can't ever be 100% sure, but that is probably the likely candidate. Yes, many children were involved. You heard a lot of weird noises coming from the bathroom. Yes. Many weird noises did come from the bathroom. That is true. Disney on Ice super spreading event. Yep, pretty much. Flourishing, thank you for the tier 1, buddy. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm a little late. As soon as you went live, I literally tore off the handle to my dryer as I was opening it to transfer laundry. Had to figure out a fix for that. Oh, God. That sounds awful. Hey, Pipes89. Thank you for the welcome back, and thank you for the tier 1. Hope you're doing well. How's it going, Magic Cot? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. So thanks everybody for all the well wishes and everything, and it feels really good to be back. I put in like a good 18 hours of Monsters and Memories attention yesterday. Went absolutely crazy mode, just trying to catch up on things and catch up on messages and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it's been an interesting little bit, but it's great to get back in the swing of things. It's great to get back on stream. So all right, Viper999, have a good night. See you in the VOD. Thanks, Boggin Caps. Thank you, Azaban. Patch notes for the dryer fix? Yeah. So let me just quickly go over some of the beta information, just so you guys have it. Essentially, beta starts on Sunday. Sunday. So Sunday, March 1st, the Monsters in Memories beta is going to be going live. Exciting, right? It's such a surreal thing. I've done that Disney gig with my kids at the United Center. Leaving the place was a zerg of merchants shoving $30 plastic toys in our face for sale, non-stop exiting. Yeah, definitely bought some plastic too, for sure. But no regrets. Sometimes you gotta buy the $30 plastic. Yeah, so let me get to the full details on the beta. So again, Sunday, March 1st. I almost said 31st. You guys would have freaked out, huh? No, but it's Sunday, March 1st. Alpha testers will be becoming beta testers. So if you're in the alpha, if you're in testing already, you're good to go. Let's see. So we're going to maintain, we have these closed tester channels, and we're going to be maintaining these for a little bit longer. We're going to be probably closing some of them down. We want to move all of the beta discussion into the just general open public forums and channels for Monsters and Memories Discord. So the only need to really use the alpha forums, I would say, starting with the beta, will be for kind of long-term alpha veterans. the alpha server will be going back up at some point for some kind of final high-level testing stuff. And we have a desire to kind of keep that under wraps a little bit, right? We don't want people spoiling like end game stuff. We don't want any of that. Wow, tank tops are nasty. Welcome in with the 25 consecutive stream streak. That is insane. That is crazy. I've never seen a streak that long. That is nuts. But yeah, so new beta testers are going to be coming in via the lottery, and will just be in the general Discord. There won't be, as soon as people start getting invited for beta, they won't be joining in on the alpha tester channels. And eventually the alpha tester channels will obviously just not have a use anymore, but they kind of have a legacy kind of purpose there. Rambo Part 6, thank you for the Prime. Welcome in. Good to see you. Does participation in the previous stress test have any bearing on getting a beta key? I don't know that it does, but we'll take a look at that. Maybe there's something we can do where one of the lotteries, you know, there's a better chance there. Let's see here. So yeah, new people coming in won't have access to the tester channels, but everything will. It's okay to just be in the general channels once beta starts. Faded 420, thank you for the tier 1, and Leighton Caridian, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that. Sean was saying that it'll be 200 plus one friend each for 10 weeks for a total of 4,000 invites. And there will be no NDA or embargo on the closed beta. We just asked that people that were in the closed alpha refrain from spoiling kind of like anything that you've experienced exclusively in the alpha. So like end game, like very high level stuff. We're asking that you please, that is still embargoed. That is still video embargoed. That's still stream embargoed. We don't want, the alpha server will probably just be stream embargoed, period, right? If you want to stream, it has to be on beta. So that being said, you can stream on beta. Yeah, so we decided today that we will be allowing streaming on beta day 1. And let's see. But yeah, again, no oversharing alpha info. In egregious cases, we reserve the right to remove your beta access, and then so yes, please, just for alpha testers, keep it on the down low so we don't spoil that kind of stuff for people. Now, this is an important thing. There will be no boxing on the beta. We will be enforcing our boxing rules. The beta environment, the PvE and PvP servers. By the way, we're having a PvP server for the beta as well. It will be no boxing environment for both of those. And we will be looking for people, and we want people, if you're seeing boxers, we want you to petition boxers. So we will be punishing people for boxing on beta. You could lose your access to the beta. But again, we're still kind of, this is kind of like a dry run for us for enforcing boxing stuff, no boxing stuff. So Yeah, we're asking that you please do not box on the beta. And yeah, all this information will be formalized and sent out in an update that will be coming out in the next day or two. So we have an update coming out, kind of newsletter thing. So keep an eye out on that, so you can share these details and not have to, share my ugly mug talking about them on video. And secondhand information and stuff in Discord. So you'll have all this information in a nice post that we're putting together. So yeah, that's kind of the gist for beta. Hope you guys are excited for it. No, you cannot box with one account. You can only play one account. So boxing would be playing with more than one account. So yes. Yeah, just glad to be able to stream it. I'm excited for it too. We went back and forth on this. We were actually a pretty firm no, and then we talked about it today, and we're just kind of like, eh. I mean, it like, it's just kind of hard to ask people to not stream, and like, I don't know. I think it's the right decision. We'll see. Time will tell. But I'm sure it's going to be a pretty fun thing for the community to be able to stream and be able to play the game. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, I really want to be able to share this, and I, really want to kind of get the ball rolling on content creation and just sharing it. Right? It's fun to be able to share your game, the game, and your experiences. So I think it's gonna be fun. Hey, Nick, you mentioned that beta invites will also get a friend invite. Will alpha players get a beta invite for a friend as well? That's a good question. That's one thing that I will bring up. Is alpha invites. Yeah. So there might be something we can do for that. Yeah, please, guys, don't burn yourself out on streaming. Please don't burn yourself out on playing, of course. Everyone is going to be doing their part, I'm sure, come June to really hype up the game and get the good word out. So, don't burn yourself out. Don't ruin it for yourself, because the game does launch in June, right? So keep that in mind. I've definitely gone really hard on a beta before, and was just like, I'm good, I mean, it wasn't. I don't think it was like the best game ever, but maybe I was just done anyways. But yeah, I would hate for people to be done before the game comes out. Thank you, Cheese Pizza. Is June 1st a hard EA date? Trying to figure out days to take off from work. It's not a hard date until it's a hard date, unfortunately. I would say wait as long as you can and then kind of roll the dice. I'm hoping it's a hard date, but I can't really hard confirm it. Is item loot gone for PvP? Not currently. So the beta PvP will start with the same rule set, but we're hoping to talk about the PvP server soon. That is, we by meaning Sean, Ali, and I, and we will finalize the rule set, but I'm sure that we'll be taking into account feedback from people playing on the beta, and making some adjustments if we need to or decide that that's the right way to go with. But I'm excited to see people playing the PvP beta. I hope, regardless of what you guys think of the rule set, if you're into PvP, that you guys can play some PvP and give some good feedback. And yeah, my hair grew. Yeah, I have a haircut scheduled for next Friday, actually. So we'll be getting the cut soon. Kuzo, I can't remember how we we decided on the beta PvP server. I am not exactly sure. Yeah, I forgot. But I'm glad that we're having it. What's up, Squats? I was just listening to your video in the car today when I was purchasing my Chick-fil-A sandwich. Nice video. Yes. I'll check DMs a little bit later. I actually went through all of my DMs yesterday, which was a very, very long process. I responded to most everybody. If you didn't get a response from me, don't take it personally. That doesn't mean I'm trying to like avoid you or anything. There's some people that I legitimately didn't respond to because I either didn't think it was needed or what's it called? Or I maybe have something that I'm still gonna write up to you. But it requires some more brain power. You might have sent me some big brain stuff that I wasn't completely ready for yet. Do you plan to give the alley another pet pass? They feel really under par after playing Beastmaster. They even get swarms. Interesting. Yeah, we'll probably be taking a look at pets. You didn't get a peach sweet tea with Polynesian sauce? Did you even Chick-fil-A? My Chick-fil-A order has been to actually drive to the Chick-fil-A, order the sandwich, and then immediately either inside the place of business or in my vehicle, eat the sandwich. Because I got sick of just like ordering food and then letting it travel and then eating it and then like paying additional money to do that. So I decided that I now want to just be I don't know, whatever person that kind of person that goes out and eats food at a location instead of eating it in the old lair here. But I guess a normal person. But my order is Chick-fil-A deluxe meal, no cheese, with a water, ice and water. So sit in, Andy. Yeah. Yeah, my wife thinks I'm going on like Tinder dates. I'm just going to eat my Chick-fil-A. That's it. Hey, Nick, any big balance changes coming out for this next test? Yes. Oh, so let's, that's a good transition. Let's get on with the patch notes. You've become better at driving your food around, 7? Yeah. Hey, Mr. Jigs, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that. Next cold brew is on you. I appreciate that. How am I feeling? Feeling a lot better. Feeling a lot better. Water was the most adult beverage all along, yeah. So let's get to those. patch notes. So we patched the alpha today with the beta pre-patch. So let's get on with it. We'll turn on the display capture. So patch 0.20.25.0, the beta pre-patch. General. Skill training costs have been recalibrated to be slightly more expensive at the lowest levels and significantly less expensive at higher levels. Beastmaster pets and mounts will not report being hungry until closer to starving and will now accept food that would more than fill them up. Fixed an issue with AC debuffs, not actually reducing NPC armor class. Trait granted abilities other than hide and sneak are now skill-based abilities, which can be placed on the hotbar without memorization. Hide and sneak maintain their position on the aura bar, which also does not require memorization. Bromas2, thank you for the prime. Welcome in. Glad you're enjoying the stream. All pets can now innately dual wield starting at level 36. All pets now gain double attack starting at level 20. Non-beast pets will now replace two-hand weapons and shields with a one-handed weapon traded to them if it can be equipped in the relevant slot. Hey, Evil Smaher! Thank you so much for the 10 tier 1 gift subs, buddy. Welcome in. Glad you're enjoying the stream. That's so generous of you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Really, really appreciate that. Hey, and Glowjob here. Thank you so much for the prime as well. Appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the stream. But hey, Evil, thank you so much. That was really, really generous of you, bud. Thank you, thank you. It's very warm welcome back. Appreciate it. And Dinesta, thank you for the prime as well. Nick, one, thank you for all you did for me and my team. Listen, broski, we gotta talk about the mana. Let me know, what's up with the mana? What's up with the mana? Let me keep reading a couple more of these. Sanumi-san, what's up? Thank you so much for the tier 1. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Appreciate that. And Malance, thank you so much for the prime as well. Yeah, of course. Glad to share the patch notes. It's one of my fun things to do. Already done in too many threads? Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check the threads. Can't keep it up anymore. What does that mean, Andavari? Yeah, oh, you have mana dysfunction? Okay. Hey, what's up, Ubermutt? Okay, so let us... Is there ads, really? Ads starting 250. Oh, man. I should have run the ads already. Is there any more information on housing for M&M yet? It's still a work-in-progress system, but there will be more information coming out on the status of housing. And actually on the status of a great many things, classes and everything, as we go into beta. So people in the community have kind of a good idea of where things are at, where things are going, and kind of like the status and completeness of various systems and stuff. This question for chat: has there been any ideas floating about different PvP rule sets? Yeah, I've got some ideas for different PvP rule sets, and rest assured that we'll continue doing more PvP rule sets for in the future, new PvP servers and whatnot, and also hopefully in the kind of not distant future, but sometime in the future, right? we'll look at maybe even doing some PvP stuff for on the PvE servers. Now, I'm not saying like there's going to be battlegrounds or like instant. There's no like instant PvP kind of deal, but you know, there might be the opportunity to do some PvP on PvE servers in some form, but completely consensual and stuff like that, of course. Hey, and Mesric11, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate that. RuneScape Wilderness, yeah, like RuneScape Wilderness, Dark Age Frontiers, stuff like that would be really, really cool to do. So. Hey, Rayland 2Cav, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1 gift subs as well. Welcome in. Thank you so much for your generosity. Greatly appreciate that. But yeah, let's continue on a little bit with the patch notes here. Thanks again, though, Rayland. I do appreciate that a lot. Okay, so non-beast pets will now replace two-hand weapons and shields with a one-handed weapon traded to them if it can be equipped in the relevant slot. Infravision has been slightly tuned, and some of the red tint removed to interfere less with zone art. The minimum speed for swimming at low-level skills has been raised, and regional account shared bank slots have been set up for bankers in Zur and Calfrey. Any giveaways today? You guys are already on the giveaways, huh? I don't know, man. I don't know. We got a large giveaway coming in the near future. I'm gonna hold on maybe a couple minutes here for the ads, just so people don't feel too bad. But I can answer some questions. Can we get a translation on what that means banking wise? So regional account shared bank slot. So you can, a shared bank slot is a bank slot that is shared across your account. So if you need to transfer an item, you can do that. However, we have regional banking. So if you share an item in Phalendrel, the Wood Elf city, then you can only withdraw that item from Phalendrel on your other characters. So shared banks are regional, just like regular banks. We switched to that semi-recently. Will there be epic weapons? Absolutely, there will be epic weapons. Mike Junt, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1 gift subs. Appreciate that very, very much. Thank you so much for your generosity, Mike. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Man, you guys are too nice to me, man. You guys are too nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Do subs remove ads? Yes, they do. Yeah, if you have a sub, it will remove your ads. Sticky Mouth, thank you for the Prime. Patch notes hype, yeah. What's your current vision of the cleric class? There are some differing opinions on the forums. Well, it's meant to be a very strong healing class. Obviously, it has the biggest heals, has the kind of most efficient heals if you utilize them correctly. And it has some nice punchy, like, nukes and stuns and stuff like that. It has some really nice defensive cooldowns. It does lack some offensive capabilities of the other healer classes, and it does lack some really strong utility of the other healer classes. So, that's kind of the vision there. They're also like a plate melee class in a way. So, kind of tanky a little bit and kind of fun to, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like a meme spec, kind of evolving out of what you can kind of do with them. Yeah, that's kind of the vision there. And anti-undead capabilities are definitely a part of that. their kit and whatnot. So, oh, of course, res. They are the primary healing class that has res, and yes, and they also have the ability to placate any target, which is a kind of a mind soothe or like a lull, right? It doesn't. Yeah, druids can do that outdoors, and they can, maybe do it with animals. I'm trying to remember. They have an animal lull, but I mentioned this in Robot Stream, but he said to shoot it your way. How do you feel about Spellblades getting their procs normalized? Dual wielding would have more procs but lower damage, and two-handed weapons would have less procs but higher damage. Just something to allow flexibility. Well, they're normalized in that their proc rate is higher if you're using a two-hander, to my knowledge. But normalizing the damage, that would be an interesting thing. I don't know. I have to think about that one, and see if it's something that maybe the balance designers can kind of figure out a little bit better than myself. But it's an interesting concept for sure. I think it kind of makes sense, but I do like them dual wielding a lot. I think that's part of their fantasy a bit. But I don't know. We'll have to see on that one. Do you see specializations happening for classes eventually? I do see something along the lines of specializations happening for classes. I don't know that it would be like a full talent system. I doubt we would go too crazy like that, but I definitely could see maybe some kind of specializations happening for sure. If not class specializations, but more of a agnostic skill specialization type thing. That's been discussed before. Okay, Criddle. And yeah, Swingburn. Yeah. Phrasing. Weapon spec? Yeah, stuff like that. What about giving Beastmaster double attack back if they're wielding two-handed weapons, or do wield if wielding two weapons? Not both at the same time, though? That's kind of an interesting idea. Closed beta servers are fresh, new wipe servers on March 1st, correct? Yes, that is correct. All right, so let's continue on with the patch notes. So we got past general here. Let's move on to features. Features, new type of enhancement introduced for items that are specifically designed to be enhanced. Scribing a no-drop ability to your spellbook now makes that spellbook no-drop. Abilities may now be deleted from spellbooks by pressing the delete key while the ability is on your cursor. And I believe there is a confirmation for this. Recovery bankers now no longer allow you to deposit items, coin, or do currency conversions. Recovery bankers are just a temporary thing. You won't see this in beta. This is for the alpha server. Hey, the Incredible. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome in. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Good to see you. All right. OG Ponytail, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. Did y'all send out beta invite emails already? Not yet, not yet. Hey, Zeitgeist 9000, thank you for the tier 1. Good to see you. Thank you guys so much for all the subs. Very, very nice of you all. Lord Corundum, thank you so much for the tier 1 as well. You guys are too kind to me. Thank you so much. Glad you are all enjoying the stream. take a sip here. Got some Gatorade because I needed a lot of electrolytes, so now we've got some Gatorade around here. So naturally, that's gonna get drank pretty fast. Don't drink Gatorade? Yeah. And what has it got, like yellow 5 in it? It's gonna make another arm grow out of me. Glade Trail, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that. Are we getting the new launcher with the beta by chance? Oh yes, that was the other thing I forgot to announce about the beta. Yes, the new launcher is coming with the beta. The new launcher is coming with the beta. I tested it. It's fast. It's very fast. In fact, hold on a second. Let me do something real quick here. So there. Uh-oh. Did it not work? Did it not do good? All right, let's see. All right, let's see how fast it can install. It's going pretty fast. Zoom in. Yeah, look at that. Very fast. It's off to the races, folks. Where can we download this new launcher? It's not yet available. We're cleaning up a couple things, but it will guaranteed launch with the beta. Ollie guaranteed it to me. He did like the Charles Barkley like guarantee. He even hit the button. All right, there, done. Look how fast that is. So, extremely fast. Beta is still planned for March 1st. Yep. Yeah, I went over some stuff for the beta. Basically, you can stream beta March 1st. You can't stream the alpha when we bring that back. Beta testers will not be in the private testing section. That's just going to be a kind of legacy section for alpha stuff. Everything, we're asking that people post, unless it pertains to like spoiler alpha stuff, towards like endgame and stuff that people haven't discovered in the open test themselves or the beta themselves, then keep it in the alpha forums, keep it off stream, off video content. But yeah, essentially, yeah, March 1st. All right. Custom agents will recover lost items. Right now, these are items within furniture that have been disassembled in housing or items that existed in containers when the house expired. Banked currency is now also regional. Find your old currency on the recovery banker. New boss added. High Sentinel Waitmore, Protector of Ether, the world server. This boss is known to spawn during peak times. I actually have no idea. Kids are home? Yeah, I can tell. Hey, thank you guys for all the subs and everything. That was very nice of you. Appreciate it. Yeah, so there's a couple other things I can mention. It'll be 200 plus one friend each week for 10 weeks, for a total of 4,000 beta invites. New beta testers coming in via the lottery will remain part of the general Discord. Not have the closed testing channels access. And what's it called? There will be no NDA or embargo on the closed beta. There will be a video and stream embargo continuing on the closed alpha. And kind of like that high-end alpha content, stuff like that. Stuff that people haven't discovered already outside of alpha. And there will be no boxing for beta. And we will be actioning accounts that box. And we were asking that you report people if you believe they are boxing. And all this information will be coming out in the next day or two in an update. Will current alpha testers be able to invite a friend? That was asked earlier. I will confirm with Sean what he is thinking in that regard. Maybe it's something that we can kind of swing, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'll have that. We'll figure something out. I had a question previously. You were aiming for a consecutive 200-person player count for alpha. Is there a number in mind for beta? No, no number in mind. Just the kind of benchmarks that I just talked about, which is 200 plus one friend each. So what is that? Technically, actually 400 a week? I mean, because it's 200 invites, plus everyone gets a friend invite, so it could be not everyone's going to invite somebody, right? At least that's my understanding. You assume people will have friends, yeah. Not everyone has friends, yeah. Sad. I don't have any friends, you know? Can we pay for friend invites? No. Do not pay for invites, guys. Do not pay for anything. Do not do that. Pay for the sub. Just the sub. And some merch. That's cool. Can I pay to have a friend? Yes, I think you can. I think there's apps or services for that. Some illicit. Where is merch? Merch will be coming out when the game comes out. We were really close to maybe making it available, but we really want to just stick it out and stay true to saying no money until you can pay for the game. Because that is, I think, going to be a really great thing to be able to talk about and just, you know, stay true to that. That's a hard thing to stay true to, especially in the year of our Lord 2026. So, yeah. Do you have size XXXXXXXXL merch available? No. That I no. No map in game, cloth map outside of game, profit. Yeah, exactly. The merch is actually pay to win because you can get the map. See? This is the long con. Beta and current closed alpha will be separate servers, yes. So the 3 servers will be closed beta PvP, closed beta PvE, and closed alpha PvE. But we may even like, I don't know. I think we're gonna keep the character creation enabled on alpha, but we'll probably people that join in on the beta will probably not ever be flagged to even join the alpha server. I think people that are already in will just be flagged as like a legacy alpha tester, and they will be able to see that server. And then new people will never go to the alpha server. But when we reopen that, I don't know. It will probably be longer than a month, if I had to guess. Probably, I don't know, maybe even 2 months. Like, I'm not 100% sure when we'll open the alpha server back. Okay. It's gonna take me 10 years if I... Oh! Aina Daff, thank you so much for the tier 1. Appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Sorry for the delayed response on that. We're considering a whole character creation screen rework, actually, Tsunumi-san. So that's gonna get a facelift. When that will happen, that I don't know if that makes it by EA or not. I think we want to, but there's a lot of pressing UI matters. So it all comes down to prioritization and if we think we can get that all going or not. Oh, it takes you 10 years? Yeah, I know. All right. I have no idea what this is. I guess I'm clueless. But hey, can you blame me? I've been in the bathroom for like 7 days, and then I was sick before that, and then I was on vacation. I don't know, man. Show me my TBC login right now. I've already quit TBC. I'm sick of TBC. I don't think I'm ever gonna play WoW again, to be honest with you. And if I do, it's never gonna be anything past vanilla. I don't want to like. TBC is probably my favorite expansion, but I also realize that TBC is it's like hallway simulator, dungeons. I don't know. It's not a world. It's just like you're at the end game already. So it's just more end game. I would rather like. If I wanted to play WoW, I would probably just play hardcore because I just want to play the world. I want to play the world, and that's all I care about now, is games that feel like worlds. Anna Daft, thank you so much for 5 tier 1 gift subs. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much for your generosity. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream enough to do that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I enjoyed TBC when it first came out because I was in a high-end guild. Like, I was in Conquest, right? And then I was like 18 and I wanted to like raid and do all that stuff. But now I'm at the point where it's like, well, everyone knows how to do it. It's just whatever at that point. Yeah, I don't want to do Isle of Quildanos dailies or anything. Level of confidence in June 1st EA launch? Pretty confident. I think we would probably reduce scope rather than delay. Was that the Conquest Guild from Lanny's? Yes. Yes, it was. I wasn't part of the Lanny's Guild when it was in EverQuest. But but it is the same guys from Lanny's. And I was a big EverQuest guy, so like we got along great because we just used to talk about the good old days and stuff like that. But I have not had work done, Bite Primer. Thank you so much. Thank you. No, absolutely. I need work done, let's be honest. Girlfriend just got me a record player. Nice. It's my favorite class in M&M. Cleric and Necro, Spellblade, stuff like that. Played in Conquest and Visions. Very nice, Bolo Boy. Wonder if I knew your name from Conquest. I knew a lot of the old names just from playing, even though they weren't playing anymore. Any more insight on how many people were active on the PvP server last playtest? I could go check, but I mean, it's something we can easily check. And you guys will get full information on our when we go live. You'll get full information on how many subs we have at all times, our daily, max concurrent. You'll be getting all those stats. And you'll be able to also see how many people are on each server. Imagine that, right? Showing how many people are on a server in an MMO. When was the last time that happened? So yeah, that will all be out there. Yeah, we're big on the transparency, for better or worse, right? Like, if shit hits the fan, we can be like, well, I guess back to the drawing board? I don't know, right? It'll be like, guess that happens. Yeah. Alright. Guys, this is a lot of notes. Oh my god, dude, what? I'm never gonna get through this. Alright, we gotta start here, guys. No more distractions. No, distract away. I appreciate it. All the subs and stuff, like, it really is appreciated. All right, fixes. Fixed an issue where scribing two things back to back could cause the second to overwrite the first in the spellbook. Fixed items on your cursor not counting for some mud actions. Fixed pets not being able to be told to attack stealthed NPCs. When you inspected a player, sometimes the skin tone would not apply properly to the next person you inspected. This has been resolved. Fixed a bug where the wrong configuration file would load between character swaps. The proper UI window positions will now be loaded. Rocksteady, thank you for the Prime. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Welcome in. Spamming messages / abilities in chat should no longer cause frame rate drops. Will no longer double buy spells from using the sales panel buy button at the bottom of the merchant view. Fixed show none first last guild and NPC name tag visibility to refresh immediately. Minor bug fix with loot world container positioning and anchoring. Fixed an issue where ability hit detriment other and ability miss other were applying to text generated from pet abilities rather than by ability hit detriment pet and ability miss pet. Fixed Evershade Sylvine spawns. Prevent training at a skill trainer above the defined max skill. You can no longer soulbind on boats and lifts. Discord rich game presence has been fixed. No more whatever it used to say about Unity and like 30,000 hours of game time. So you can share that you are playing Monsters and Memories with that little thing in Discord. Going hardcore no longer requires you to zone or relog to get your innate abilities back. Always save all buffs, which avoid some edge cases when a buff is not selected for saving, allowing a small window of exploitation. Good evening, Turnic. Any news on when Eminem will be added to the YouTube category? No news on that. I don't believe it's something that we can force.
Mesric11 just
unfortunately.
shared 120 bits.
Hey, Mesric11, thank you for the 120 bits. Appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Very nice of you. Now, can we get a string to only show yours and groups corpses and the ones they kill? Are you saying for like deaths? Or is that like for the filters? Like when people die? Or are you talking about show corpse? Show corpse, yeah. Hide corpse, show corpse. Say hi to Emmy and Vivi. Hi Vivi, hi Emmy. They only care about Mr. Beast. Hey, what's up, Q? Alright, guys, I gotta keep reading this or else I'm gonna be here way too long. I wanted this to be a quick stream. We're already an hour. Oh, it's only an hour in. I don't feel so bad. Actually, I don't feel bad anymore. This is okay. This is actually quite okay. Balance. Many weapon items were previously using DPS ratios that did not properly reflect their rarity and the level of their sources, and have now been corrected to scale as expected. Several basic items still need to be tuned to ensure consistent damage increases each tier. Example, rusty iron weapons. Many armor items were previously using AC values that did not properly reflect their rarity and the level of their sources, and have now been corrected to scale as expected. The allocation of AC per slot has been shifted, moving more AC to slots like shoulders, head, and shield, with less AC on accessory slots like belts, capes, and rings. AC totals for existing players may end up higher or lower depending on the quality of equipment you're using in each slot, but total AC and equivalent gear should be roughly the same in the long run, higher when using shields. Two-hand weapon DPS ratios have been refactored. They will now scale more consistently compared to one-hand counterparts. In practice, this means lower damage values in the early game, but higher damage values by the end game. Audiol, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome in, welcome in. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Class restrictions have been applied to shields based on the type of shield. Example, buckler, kite shield, tower shield. The model will not always match the shield category. We will continue updating these over time. Modified charm and fear logic in relation to charisma. Reduce all stat contributions by 25% to allow for more headroom. Items are being modified to accommodate the new budgets. Strafe run speed bonus has been removed. You must now sit for more than one tick to start meditating. Equipment health regen now only considers the single largest health regen value, no longer adds them all. You can no longer get dazed when being attacked from the front. Harvest nodes now have respawn times and can no longer be cheesed. Rip strafe run, yeah. Rip me. I gotta go back to EQ to get my strafe run fix. Yay, jump, jump, jump. Yeah, careful. You never know what's gonna happen at this point. Why the medtic change? What's the logic and what problem were you trying to solve with this? So basically, it's been like a long-term point of feedback, and we decided that that we didn't want players to have to constantly be gaming it to feel like they're playing the game properly. Because it's just like an odd thing to do, and it's an odd thing to look at character-wise, art-wise, stuff like that. So we decided to kind of force you to have to actually sit. And the first tick is just like a normal standing tick, but then the tick after that will be the increased regen, right? Strafe run plus jump was a great source of accusations. Rip, yeah. Dude, man, it's a big nerf to people that, you know, we're pretty good at that. Rip the candy dancing. I think we're probably going to be reworking consume. We're going to be reworking how consume works, maybe, so that it's not like, because that's another thing that's like, if you haven't like really played an EQ shaman, it's just a very odd thing. It's a very, you know, so it might be like a bigger return, longer cooldown type deal, right?
Little Flower Knight just cheered 1,000 bits.
Hey, Little Flower Knight! Thank you for the 1,000 bits. That's so nice of you. He's back. Hope you're feeling better, Nick. We missed you. Thank you so much, Little Flower Knight. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. And thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. That's very generous of you. Thank you. Tried Portillo's over the weekend. The hype is real. Love the Chicago-style hot dogs. Hey, I'm glad you got a chance to try Portillo's, Nicodemus. Glad you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good little trip. Hey, what's up, Hiko? Are we able to stream beta? Yes, you'll be able to stream the beta, but not the alpha server when it comes back. And you will not be able to post videos from the alpha server. Sitting for only the server tick was dumb. This is a good change. I'm glad that some people are in support of it. Nice, Hiko. The harvest node changes. Does this mean that mining a node no longer force spawns another node? And how long is the respawn time? I don't know that we would detail the respawn time, but yeah, I believe it is nerfed some of the harvest node cheesing that was going on. Portillo's Italian beef dip with spicy giardiniera top notch. Yeah. All right. Equipment health okay. We said that. Harvest nodes now have respawn times can no longer be cheesed. All right. Combat. Unarmed damage has been rewritten for monks. Unarmed damage is now slightly lower, but new fist weapons are being introduced to loot tables that will increase unarmed damage to the previous level and beyond. Artstock, welcome in! Thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight as well. Unarmed damage for non-monk players will now scale with level at a significantly lower rate than monks. Player base health and stamina scaling has been updated. Shadow Knights, Paladins, Inquisitors will now scale at the same rate as fighters. All other player classes have been refactored to new categories with higher base health and health per stamina. Yeah, this was like kind of a big one for me. This will be an interesting one for PvP, I feel, because, as you know, like especially in EverQuest, like the health scaling of like casters and stuff was kind of low, but with it being a bit more significant now, you know, maybe it's like, hey, you won't get deleted in one nuke kind of situation. So that's really gonna be interesting. Maybe it makes casters like caster versus caster better, but like caster stronger overall. Like I don't know, it's gonna be an interesting one. We'll have to see how that pans out. But yeah, again, also in PvE, like, you know, if you get hit by an AoE, you're not instantly taking like low health aggro and like dying and stuff like that. So I don't know, it'll be an interesting change. Ranged physical damage now scales from strength like other physical damage sources. Dexterity will continue to improve hit rates for both melee and ranged physical attacks. The Warren resist cap has been increased, while the effectiveness of each resist point has been reduced. More work is being done to ensure resist buffs and debuffs remain effective. Expect more tuning here soon. Graphics. VSync settings should now be respected when swapping between compatibility, performance, and recommended. UI, redesign the pet window to better accommodate mounts and swarm pets and expand responsively based on the pets you have. The stable UI has been redesigned. Abilities on the hotbar will now show their cooldown and background color. Buffs from player abilities now show a description on their tooltip. Major change in UI scale. The design of the UI scale has been made for 2560 by 1440. Since I, Encrypt, have taken over, you may notice that your UI looks smaller now, or bigger if you are in 4K. This is expected. The UI will now scale properly with the window size of the client. Please adjust your UI scale to your liking. The sale panel at the bottom of a merchant window will now properly gray out the buy/sell button if the item selected is not wanted by the merchant. The merchant panel should now behave correctly when changing the pivot on this window. You can now right-click on player names in chat to access a context menu with the options to send a tell, invite, consent, or ignore the player name you selected. A confirmation will pop up if you select ignore to prevent misclicks. Spells can now be cast uninterrupted while your spellbook is open, even as your character stands and the book closes. Tell windows will now function as classic chat mode only, so you can use out of character or another channel. It will properly route to it. All other messages in that window will go directly to the player of no channel is specified, if no channel is specified. Consent group and deny group has been added to allow or remove all players in your group to drag your corpse. New command to ignore players by account to prevent harassment. If you use ignore player name account, it will ignore all characters on that account. Additionally, /ignore list will now show you who is on your ignore list. Profanity filter has been added to commands with a default of on. Use filter on, off to toggle it. A notification has been added when you gain a cantrip slot. Cantrips allow you to assign a memorized spell to not be lost on death by clicking the number assigned to the spell on the ability bar. I see the concern in that, Criddle. I had a similar concern myself. That being said, if it becomes problematic, it's something we can figure out. It seemed like the benefits outweighed the potential pitfalls but I'm not 100% sure how abusable it is in that regard currently. But yeah. Classes and abilities. Archers now have access to the parry skill. Rogues now have a chance to critically hit when using their throw ability starting at level 21. Classes that should not have access to tracking can no longer train it only to find it didn't work for them. Paladins can now critically hit undead with auto attacks as well as their might and martial abilities starting at level 21 via the righteous trait. Fighters can now critically hit with their might and martial abilities in addition to their existing auto attacks starting at level 21 via the fierce trait. The Paladin ability Restorative Smite has been redesigned. It can no longer double hit when the target is under a slam stun. Instead of requiring an execution for the group heal, it will consume one charge of Fulfillment, the Supplication Line proc, to heal for the same amount as previously. The Shadow Knight ability Shadow Strike has been redesigned. It can no longer double hit while the target is under a slam stun. It will now reset the duration of any Shadow's Line dot snare on the target. The Inquisitor ability Purifying Blow will no longer double hit while the target is under a slam stun. Its Dispel proc remains unchanged. The Spellblade ability Infused Weapon Spark now properly grants its buff. The experience required to level Beastmaster pets has been reduced, allowing them to catch up more easily. Beastmaster pets will no longer equip weapons traded to them. Beastmaster pets will now have their damage scale more smoothly each level, instead of increasing at set points. This further differentiates them from their summon counterparts and is a small damage increase at most levels. Call Companion no longer has a resist check. Wizards no longer have access to the dual wield skill. It has been replaced with a specialized version of dual wield that allows them to equip a staff in their offhand. Rogues now have access to the distract ability. Feign Death should now result in fewer trains and be a little easier to split packs with. New ability that strips all buffs cast by someone above or below a defined level. Itemization. Riding supplies vendors now sell a basic pack rigging for attaching to donkeys. Trade skills. Alchemy trivial values adjusted. New experimental only magic crafts introduced. Herbalism trivial values adjusted. New herb dewdrop. New potion of vitality. Character art. New hair and beard options for the humans. Fixed masking issues on an ogre face. Belt items appear 30% larger on ogre males now. Some new weapon appearances added. Orb caster focus now spins. Fixed halfling weapon attachment dummy bones. Fixed Wormsbane chain boot texture. Added glasses to female gnomes. Updated ogre eye patch slightly. Fixed halfling hairy feet from becoming bald when equipping a helmet. Updated horse and horse accessories, textures, and lerps. Fixed a bunch of weapons rotated weirdly. Environmental art. The League has invested heavily into upgrading the Keeper's Bite dock infrastructure. Added more props and lighting to Penshaw. Sound. New sounds for human female characters, mixing still in progress. Water enter-exit splashes have improved timing and positioning and can now be heard from other players. Thunder from lightning strikes is now delayed based on the distance of the lightning from the player. Shout out to Wasted Nutella for this suggestion. Distant rolling thunder now has slow positional movement to sound more immersive. Bug fix for missing attack sounds. VFX added a transparency effect when hidden, stealth, or invisible so that you can observe your character's position. Content. An alchemy cauldron has been added to Phalandrall at the Well of Order. 2 fletching stations have been added to Phalandrall, one at the Ranger's Rest and the second at the Sentinel's Gaze. 2 archery supply vendors and a rogue reagent vendor added to Phalandrall. Ireldian Brambleshade now has the correct hair color. The large pond in Evershade Weald should now be fishable. Quests. Night Harbor rogues should no longer be evicted from the rooftops of owned houses. The teleporter for Night Harbor enchanters should be functioning once more. Phalandrel Beastmasters will have more time to tame a treated pet before it despawns. Blackened Fishbones recipe has been corrected. Phalandrel Shamans will properly advance the quest when using the totem at the waterfall. Phalandrel Bards can now properly craft the potion of River's Allure. Dubar Falshim should respond properly to prompts about his trade deal with the elves. Phalandrel Rangers should have their cloaks accepted by Gareth Ashenpath. Phalandrel Rangers have more clear mud prompts at the captain's tent in Keeper's Bite. Night Harbor Elementalists can safely summon their trial elementals without them being attacked. Trust Brookturner should now always reward a player for their time. Night Harbor Spellblades should be able to more commonly acquire pages they're looking for. Nijao Hansao now references the correct Spellblade ability in his starting quest text. Lila Gassim now rewards starting Night Harbor Beastmasters with a supply of simple animal feed. Items to be delivered to and from Barkeep Glyor are now unique. Tilda Brine now properly accepts the items she asked for. Many additional prompts added to various class quest NPCs per player feedback. Officials in Penshaw are looking further into the Sangral Fist. Fendris the Forsaken will no longer fail to spawn if his corpse exists. You guys get all that? Hey, what's up, Ucator? Yes, I'm feeling much better. Thank you so much. New zone, Glinting Hollow. A new mini dungeon is available. Entry requirement will change during beta. If you find yourself in there, you should be able to find your way out. If you're low level and die in there, please petition for assistance. Mechanics, obviously we already talked about. Ticking, no longer possible. Strafe running, no longer providing a speed increase. Trade skills, flux, resell, values reduced. General abilities, summon companion removed. So summon abilities, it's not necessarily gone forever, but I'm interested in seeing what it feels like to play a game without being able to just circumvent areas of the game, like summoning people places. I really do think there is value in traversing the world. I mean, obviously ports exist, but it's a little bit different. Little Flower Knight, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for sharing the patch notes. A lot of welcome changes. Yeah, glad to do it. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Glad you're enjoying the patch notes. Yeah, res has been looked at, Corvid. That should maybe already be fixed. Yeah, Koth was removed a while ago. But it may return. You know, there's still a lot of game. There's still a lot of, time. But just for this initial period, I think not having summoning is, I think it's okay. Bro, you look like you just got off a 3-day Portillo's and rocket fuel bender. Yeah. Yeah, I've been quite sick. Was the strafe running speed bonus not intentional? It was intentional. It was intentional. It was an intentional homage to EQ. And so was sit ticking. That was both intentional. These were both intentional things up until now. It was consciously decided to remove them. No Koth equivalent currently, but if we want to add Koth, it is extremely simple to do so. It's already been done. It's already been tested. It already works. Yeah, I'm feeling a ton better. Thank you so much, EcoTat. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. Yeah, we're adding restrictions to res, so you can't just corpse your corpse forever. And we'll make adjustments as needed to kind of prevent that sometimes or mitigate. that. But yes, aware that res is being or will be used. But again, we are making adjustments to res. You won't be able to be resed multiple times. You'll have a res timer. You'll only be able to have a corpse resed for X amount of online time. Potentially offline time too, if we wanted. But yeah. Yeah, you're that's gonna be reverted. That was never intended. Well, it wasn't. It was an intended change, but it, like, but we didn't get a good chance to talk about it before it went in. So Archer aim shot cast time reduced from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. Beastmaster now has access to safe fall. Check your trainer. Tame pet ability scrolls no longer available as you now tame a beast. So you can only get the you only have to get the scrolls for the swarm pets now. Because the tame pet were essentially they were useless, right? Those were the just summons, the normal pets. So those scrolls were removed. Elemental core gate removed, so the Koth with a cooldown essentially removed for now. This could come back, but for now, no. Rogue ambush can now strike twice at level 50 and above. Ambush damage increased from 5 level 1 to 70 level 60 plus 100% level 1 to 250% level 60 weapon damage to 5 level 1. So basically 70 went up to 75 here, and then the low end of the weapon damage went up from 100% to 125%. So a little bit of a buff to ambush. Not saying that that's like the final numbers, but I just saw, it could obviously use some love. Yeah. So those are the patch notes. We got through it. Wow, it only took 27 minutes from that 1 hour. I realized that, yeah. Do Beastmasters still buy Bestial Bond? I believe they do. No Ranger updates coming. So guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I had the best intention to do a lot more class changes, but the last month kind of screwed me over. Majorly screwed me over. So look forward to class development streams. More me receiving of class feedback. I'm gonna be delving into the class, the the underbelly of the class forums, and we'll make it content, guys. We'll hop into the class forums together on stream. We'll take a look. We'll brave it. Risk my Twitch account to check out what's going on in there. But yeah, I definitely have some stuff to catch up on with classes. There's no doubt. A lot of the class changes this patch was actually from Chip, aka Zillith, as you know him. He is the programmer responsible for a lot of things, but he plays the game a good amount, and he has some really good ideas, really good opinions, and he's also the one functionally, programmatically designing stuff for the ability system, buff system, and everything. And he's responsible for bringing you abilities to the hotbar and all these great things. And so yeah, he's been assisting, and there's been some good collaboration between him and I. So props to Zillith on helping out. But of course, I will be in there as well, doing the things and continuing that. Blame Zillith? No. Blame me. You honestly, and don't just blame me about classes. You can blame me about anything. I'll take the heat. I don't care. Doesn't bother me. You know. The only suggestion I can give, Control T Chaos, is maybe try rebooting your computer. Try repairing after that, and try installing, updating again. If worst comes to worst, if you have access to a VPN, you could try that. But by March 1st, so within a week here, you will have the new launcher in your hands, and that will no longer be an issue for you. But yeah, that's just a quirk of the current launcher. But again, the new launcher is coming out. Yeah, unfortunately, you will have to make a new character. Oh, that's you. What's up, Odyssey? I saw somebody mention Odyssey, and I wasn't sure if they were talking about you. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for the subs, by the way. That's really nice of you. And yeah, unfortunately, you will have to make a new character. That is something that we had decided on. If you want to be a high elf when the high elves come out. But hey, it's good to see you in the stream, buddy. Peppa Chris! Thank you for the Prime. Welcome in. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Any chance for enough time to do a stream per class to do a real deep dive? Maybe. It depends how I want to structure it. I want to make it like a common thing that I'm able to just jump into the forums and stuff. And really, Brittle has been doing some of this for his stream content, and it's been nice to see, and it's been really insightful to see some of that. So yeah, I just want to get into the forums more, and it's something that we have to do as a team, and we have to do as designers. Hey, what's up, Vrax? Thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you as well. Appreciate that, man. Good to see you, as always. As long as Anadaf is forced to play a non-high elf. Yeah. Is the big giveaway you mentioned earlier the first wave of closed beta or another surprise? Yeah. So it's the closed beta. But hey, you know what? For old time's sake, I'm not long for this world. I'm gonna have to get back to work here soon. I'm gonna do some off-stream work, but hey, let's cook up a little quick giveaway, right? For old time's sake. They're gonna be going away. They're gonna be going away. So you might as well do one, right? So yeah, just do a little exclamation point giveaway if you wanna try your luck here and get into the alpha for the short amount of time that it will be available, and then you'll be into the beta as well. So yeah, we'll do a quick little giveaway and then probably wrap things up. But yeah, if you guys have any questions before I head on out, feel free. Any worries that fail and roll will keep getting overlooked? I'd love the changes and updates. No caster classes there, I think hurts, at least in the stress test world. Not worried about it long term, of course, because when the high elves come in, of course, you know, they'll be kind of close by, and obviously when the deep elves come in, they're not too far away either. So, and obviously ports exist, and the boat ride exists. So I, you know, and I'm not too worried about the wood elves. They're gonna be fine. They've got a decent enough classes over there that they can take care of things themselves. But yeah. Yeah, no, I know Vrax. For sure. I know that's you. It's good to see you again. I'm excited for EA, man. It's gonna be fun. I have to come by. Vrax is awful? You would say that, wouldn't you, Odyssey? I'll be there, job be damned. Nice. Will closed alpha testers be grandfathered into the closed beta? Yes. Had a fun time at the weekend test buffing noobs. Yeah. It's fun, man. Like, it's fun to play an actual MMO where you're just out there having fun, socializing, buffing people, grouping with people, hanging out with buds, getting loot, getting targets. Like, feels good. What headphones are you using? They look like mine. Some kind of Logitech ones. Forget which ones exactly. I have to look that up. Game was super smooth last test. Could really tell it's coming along real nice. Yeah, it's really getting to like a really good spot. And just like elements of polish and stuff, and yeah, it's come a long way. Logitech G Pro X headset. Yeah, I believe that is correct. Cannot wait for this beta. Yeah, me too. I'm super excited for the beta, especially now that people can stream and stuff. And yeah, it's just going to be a really fun community moment. But yeah, again, I just want to remind you guys, please don't burn yourself out on the beta. I mean, have fun, stream it to your heart's content. But yeah, you know, save some in the tank for EA. Yes. Again, let me just quickly go over the beta information again. So, beta starts Sunday, March 1st, 2026. Alpha testers will become beta testers, but will maintain closed alpha channels, and they'll continue to have access, but they'll be treated as legacy testers. We'll very likely close some of the closed alpha channels because we want the beta testers coming in to discuss in just the general M&M chats, channels and forums and stuff, right? Just discuss the game in those channels, the public channels. New beta testers will be coming in via the lottery and will remain part of the general Discord. And it's a 200 per week, 200 invites a week, plus one invite for each lottery winner, right? Friend invite. So for 10 weeks, for 4,000 total beta testers, there will be no NDA or embargo on closed beta at all. The embargo for streaming and video content on the closed alpha will remain intact. We don't want people to spoil the alpha endgame stuff and like stuff that they experienced in the alpha that's like super endgame, and you know, stuff that people didn't get a chance to explore or do on the public tests or the closed beta. And yes, you can stream beta, make content, etc. record videos, post videos of you playing in the closed beta. But yeah, no oversharing any alpha information. We'll remove people from beta who do that. And there is no boxing in beta. No boxing in the beta. So we'll be enforcing that. We'll be asking that people be reporting people that they think are boxing. We'll be actioning accounts for that. And yeah, all this information will be part of an update that goes out in the next couple days. So you'll have all this information and you can share it with everybody and, not have to send like a video of me around and have all this like secondhand information floating out there. But I did want to share this information with you. But yeah, let's run this giveaway real quick. So I'll do a couple keys here. Let's do Mike Vibes Only. Mike Vibes Only. Congratulations. Congrats. And then let's also do another Romathy 1505. Romathy 1505. And we'll do one last Kirund. Congrats, you three. Welcome to the Monsters and Memories Alpha. Whisper me your Eminem account, email, and Discord. Congrats, guys. Congrats. Current alpha, do you get into the beta? Yes. Do get into the beta. Only 3 have been gone so long, though? Yeah. It's sad. I'm gonna miss the giveaways, I guess my viewership is gonna go down or something like that, right? Or maybe it's gonna go up. It's gonna go up because of beta and release. Exciting. Have to start raffling off in-game items? No, never. Never. I have too much integrity for that. Curious how viewers spike right as a giveaway occurs? No way. It's completely natural, completely, yeah. It's very natural. You may have to zone one morning coffee, or you may have to train a skill or something. I'll double check. I'll ask Chip about that. Let me see. I'll ask him and get back to you, but I don't think he's around tonight, so. Thanks, Nicodemus. Glad you enjoyed your Portillo's and your trip. Technically, they're still under the closed alpha section, but I don't think anyone's going to get too bent out of shape about it, Hiko. Maybe just reference the video or something. I'm going to post this VOD immediately after stream, so people will be able to check out the video and stuff. When is the next stream? I'm not going to rush it because I really need to get a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff going. And like work and just documentation and stuff, and it's just stuff I can't show on the stream. But when I'm ready to kind of just blast on classes, uninterrupted by anything else, then I'll definitely be streaming a lot more and doing longer streams. So we'll get back to the fun long streams. But this was kind of an important news day and patch day and stuff, so I always want to kind of stream on those days to get the information out to you as soon as possible. And yeah, especially with the beta information kind of like leaking out there. Like we said, we told the team, it's like, okay, yeah, you can tell people about it, but I didn't want like it to be like some kind of exclusive thing, so might as well just get the information out there. so nobody is like, you know, feeling like they got special treatment or something, right? So I always want to share everything with the community as soon as I possibly can. Yeah, thanks, Swingburn. Appreciate it. All right, let's see. Who is streaming? Who is streaming? Who's out there streaming from the team? Anybody from the team streaming? I thought I saw something in Discord. I guess that was my notification. Oh, I guess nobody from the team is streaming. Let me ask if anybody's going to be streaming. Anyone streaming soon? Might have to find somebody else to stream, raid. Keep pounding Gatorade? I do have some Gatorade. Hey, what's up, Derelicts? I was kind of just wrapping up. Just did a little beta info drop and patch notes stream. But yeah, I'm gonna get the VOD up as soon as possible after the stream. While we wait, we hydrate. Is Rogue Pickpocket gonna work like in Classic EQ, or will group members be notified? Well, they were notified in Classic EQ if they're on the failure, which is similar to how it works in M&M. So, similar, yeah. Game is awesome. Hey, thank you so much, Odyssey and a Death. I appreciate that. Yeah, for sure, Vicious Geezers. I'm glad you made it out. Looking forward to the class forum streams. Yeah. Maybe we head on over to the EverQuest section? Let's see what's going on in there. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be streaming that I can see on the team. All right, I think let's raid out here. I think I'm gonna do a Frankenbeans raid. We'll hit Frankenbeans. Mic check? Everything's not working? Oh, you're referring to, yeah, I'm stupid. You updated your name, nice. All right, yeah, all right, let's get this raid going, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks again for supporting the project, the stream. Thank you for all the subs today. Very, very nice of you guys. Very, very generous of you. But yeah, have a good night, and we'll see you soon. Beta hype. Take it easy, everybody.